All children under the age of 13 vanishes with only a note left behind that says due to humans not caring about the future of their young, all children have been relocated. If you truly love, name, you will not intervene as we restart your race. Sign the protectors. I am the youngest person in my town. Hell, I might be the youngest person in the entire world. Feels a bit weird, to be honest, seeing how I don't even remember being the youngest in my own family. Sarah was born when I had just turned 2, so life without her didn't really exist for me. My little sister was always there, a trusted companion on some days, an annoying pest on others. I did love Sarah, I swear. Even when she left her stupid LOL dolls everywhere. Even when she blasted her TikToks at full volume at the dinner table. Even when she threw a tantrum because I wanted to go to an escape room with my friends for my 13th birthday instead of stuffing myself with pony-themed cake in the company of 10-year-old girls she wanted to have over to help her prepare the best party ever for me. Guess what, I didn't go to the escape room with my friends, and I didn't get a kid-prepared birthday party either. I woke up on the morning of my 13th birthday to the sound of my parents frantic and calling the police, my mom unable to contain her sobs. Sarah was missing, and so were all of her things. I remember staring at Sarah's empty room in a daze, fully believing that this is a continuation of a dream, and I will surely wake up to my actual birthday morning in a minute. The furniture was still there, now barren and empty, with a few stickers here and there, but nothing more. Her books, her clothes, her tablet and even the little heart-shaped carpet that used to lay on the floor, it was all gone, as if my sister just went and moved out overnight, at the tender age of 10. Tears swelled in my eyes despite me not realizing I'm sad just yet. What I felt was more akin to being insulted. Now that's an overreaction for me not wanting you to throw me a dumb girly party, sis. You didn't have to run away from home over it. I rubbed my tears away and bit my lip, feeling my hands begin trembling, when my parents entered the room behind me, mom still sobbing, dad extremely confused, his smartphone in his hand. The police are too busy to get to us. Apparently. There's been a mass kidnapping in our town. They told us to look for a note. We found the note soon enough, on Sarah's empty bedside table. The protectors, they called themselves. They said, in plain black letters on an impeccably white sheet of paper, that we, the human race, didn't take good care of our young's futures, so now all the children have been relocated. If you truly love Sarah, you will not intervene as we restart your race. As you might have guessed, this didn't fly well with mom and dad, or any other decentish parent. There was panic. There were scandals. I think a riot happened as well, and that's just our town. One look online, and you could see that this has happened all over the world. No place had been safe from the kidnappers, and all kids younger than me were just gone. Remember when I said that I didn't get to go to the escape room with my friends? Well, 2 of them, Simon and Mick, were still 12, and so they ended up escaping their own rooms in the middle of the night, much like Sarah, and were never seen again. I did see their parents a lot in the following days, crying, asking me and my folks for information, as if we could give any. As if we ourselves weren't looking for any sort of clue about Sarah's whereabouts. The discussions online grew heated. It's the Russians, some conspiracy theorists tweeted. Well, our news say it was the US drones, an artist from Moscow immediately replied, and a storm began. People blamed every nationality, religion or political group they could think of. Restarting our race? That's clearly a sex cult thing. This is where being tolerant of perversion has taken us. All sex degenerates should be shot on sight. Sound more like an eugenics project that an alt-right scum like you would come up with to keep the Aryan race going. Fuck ass. You can imagine the types of conversations that emerged, with people who have lost everything dear to them showing their worst side in online crusades against each other. The conversation turned to cults, aliens and alternative dimensions pretty fast. The weirdest outcome of it all was probably the fact that a girl I'd been chatting with on Discord, who claimed to be 12, was still active and messaging me 2 days after the incident. I blocked her without even replying. Life hasn't been the same now that I'm the kid of the town, the kid who barely escaped the protectors by having been born on just the right day, a week premature at that. Funny how these little things can save you in the long run. I am the youngest kid in class now that the school is back on. We had to get several substitute teachers. Mrs. Wells had to be hospitalized after the news of her grandchildren disappearing gave her a stroke. Mr. Truman was in jail for having participated in that one riot and apparently having done something to the police officer while at it. And Ms. Jackson took a long leave to join a group of vigilantes planning on traveling all the way to the White House and seizing control of the government to force them to do something about bringing the kids back. It's been surreal, to say the least. Sometimes I wonder if there was some specific bad thing coming, and the protectors took away the kids to leave the rest of us to die. With what's going on in the world right now, I wouldn't be surprised. Maybe me being born on the right day wasn't a good thing after all. I could have been saved along with Sarah, but now I'm stuck here, in one hell of an escape room with no actual exit and the timer running out. Happy birthday to me, I guess. Anyway, this is not what I wanted to talk about. I wanted to share something else. You see, when I said I was likely the youngest person in the world, that was me being kind of an idiot, because I forgot about a thing that exists, but isn't talked about much with kids like me. I am not the youngest person in the world, and I'm no longer the youngest person in my neighborhood, either. Our neighbor, Ms. Fern, has returned home from the hospital with her newborn kid, the actual youngest person around. The boy and I share the same birthday. He was born overdue, it seems, just late enough to have been missed by the protectors. There are many kids like him all over the world, and let me tell you, when people aren't talking about the lost kids, they are talking only about them. My dad and I are standing guard around Ms. Fern's house tonight, with a few trusted men staying inside with her. The protectors deemed me an adult, it seems, so I will act like one if needed. My dad has never let me touch his rifles before, but now I am holding one, and have a bit of an understanding how to shoot it. Don't worry, kid, your birthday brother will protect you better than he did with Sarah. Much, much better. If the protectors come to take him, I'll shoot them dead and ask questions later.